completed our lesson introducing the past with the test. But only some of you have returned the test, okay? So now I cannot reveal the marks to you, right? So in today's class, I will say all the correct answers to you, and with this correct answers, you have to compare your answers and you are going to calculate your own marks, okay? You can remember, right, what answer you have given in the test. So compare that answer with the answers what I am giving today and find out your marks, okay? Ready? Shall we evaluate our answers? Yes. Do you remember what is the first question? See, coins and inscriptions are some examples of dash of history. So, coins and inscriptions are some examples of what? Yes, sources, right? Because from them we can learn something about history, right? So, the answer for our first question is sources, okay? And what is the second question? The Mughal Empire was founded by dash. So, the Mughal Empire was founded by who? King Babur, right? So, right, Mughal Empire was founded by Babur, okay? So, the answer for second question is Babur. And what is the third question? A dash is a line used to represent time and events. So, with which line we will represent time and events? Every one of us know, right? Answer is timeline, okay? So, the answer for third question in our test is timeline. So, what is the fourth question? A dash is a person who studies or writes about history. So, what is the name of the person who studies or writes about history? He is called historian, right? Yes. So, the answer for fourth question is historian, okay? Yes, now what is the fifth question? It is choose the best answer, right? Which dynasty's rule is called the golden age of ancient India? So, which dynasty's rule is called the golden age? Whether it is Slave dynasty? No. So, it is Gupta dynasty, right? So, answer for fifth question is Gupta dynasty. Yes, now what is the sixth question? Where was Gregorian calendar developed? Gregorian calendar was developed in which country? It was developed in European countries, right? Very good. So, answer for sixth question is Europe, okay? And what is the seventh question? In which year was the slave dynasty founded? Do you remember in which year was the slave dynasty founded? It was on 1206 Common Era, right? Yes. Answer is 1206 Common Era, okay? And what is the eighth question? Which of these monuments was built under the Chola dynasty? And what are the monuments given as options? Qutub Minar, Red Fort, Taj Mahal and Brihadeeshwara Temple. Among this, Qutub Minar, Red Fort and Taj Mahal were constructed by Mughals, right? So, the monument that was constructed under Chola dynasty is Brihadeeshwara Temple. Okay, so answer for 8th question is Brihadeeshwara Temple. Yes, now 9th question is true or false, right? The Mahabharata and Ramayana were written during the Vedic age. True or false? It is true, right? These two epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata, were written during the Vedic age. So, answer is true. And now the 10th question. India became a free country on 26 January 1950. True or false? False, right? So, India got independence on when? 15 August 1947, right? So, in 26 January 1950, India got its own constitution. That is our Republic Day, okay? So, answer is false. And now 11th question. Akbar was the ruler of Mughal dynasty. True or false? Yes, false, right? Why false? Akbar was the ruler of Mauryan dynasty. So, answer for 11th question is false. And now, what is the 12th question? The period after the birth of Jesus Christ is Common Era. True or false? True, right? Yes, the period after the birth of Jesus Christ is known as Common Era. So, answer for 12th question is true. So, 13th question is match the following, right? So, there I have asked about the different periods, right? So, I have given the starting continuity time and the ending time of the 3 periods of our history of India, right? So what is the first question in match the following? Begins from 1757. So which period starts from 1757? Modern period, right? Yes. So answer for the first match the following is modern period, okay? And then the period from prehistory to 700 Common Era. Which period? It is ancient period. So ancient period starts from prehistory to 700 Common Era. So answer for second match the following is ancient period. And at last a period from 700 Common Era to 1750 Common Era. That is medieval period. Okay. So answer for third match the following is medieval period. Okay. So these are the one words, right? And I think you know the answers for the question and answer. So which is the first short answer I have asked? What do you mean by the term history? So history means it is the account of all the events that have happened in the past. And what is the long answer I have asked? How are important dates and events shown on a timeline? So very easy question answers, right? And you know the answers for this question answers because I have given you the notes already, right? So now you know the answers for all the one words, right? And also you know the answer for question answers already. So now you can know your marks by your own, right? So now calculate your marks, okay? So those who have got full marks, that is 20 out of 20, a very big claps, okay? Good. And those who have got above 15 is also very good, claps for you. But those who have got below 15 should work hard and should get better marks in the coming exams, okay? So now you know all the answers for our test, right? Yes children, now we have completed 5 lessons in our social, right? So today what we are going to do is, we are going to complete the I Can section from all these 5 chapters, okay? We have not done it till now, no? So we are going to complete this I Can section in today's class, okay? So for what purpose we are having this I Can section is to evaluate yourself, okay? So now with the help of this I Can, you can identify whether you have understood the concepts present in each and every chapter, okay? Shall we do that? So for that, now take your social students book, page number 17, okay? So take your social students book, page number 17 and also take your pencil, okay? So now in page number 17, you can find the I Can section, right? Yes, now see, they have given a list of features and the first column is I can do it on my own, okay? That means now you know this corresponding concept and you can explain it by your own without anyone's help, okay? And the second column is I can do it with help. That means you have not understood about that till now properly and you need my help or else your parents' help to know about it more, okay? So with this I can understand whether you have understood the concepts clearly or not, okay? So now we are going to do this and after completing, everyone should click the picture of that and you have to send it to me, okay? For sure. Done? Yes, now see, what is our first lesson? Our first lesson is about globes and maps, right? So what are the things they have asked to see? See the first one, explain the features of globe. So do you remember what we have learned in the first lesson? First we have seen what is a globe, right? And then we have seen what are the types of maps and what are its features, right? And then at last we have seen the difference between the globe and map. Can you recall all those things? So with that, now see, explain the features of globe. Now think, can you answer this by your own? Yes, if you can answer this by your own, put tick on my own, or else if you need anyone's help, put tick on with help, okay? So now we know, right, what is a globe. So if you know that, put the tick on my own, or else put the tick on with help, okay? And then see, what is the second one? Identify the types of maps and its various functions. So in this lesson we have learned what are the types of maps, right? So what are the types of maps? We have physical map, political map, tourist map, weather map and thematic maps, right? And we also see what are the uses of these maps, right? So do you know all these things? Put a tick on my own, and if you don't understand this till now, put a tick on with help. Okay? Done? And then what is the last one? List the difference between globe and map. So we have studied what are the differences between globe and a map, right? So now if you know what are the difference between globe and a map, then put a tick on my own, and if you still have doubt on this differences between globe and a map, put a tick on with help. Okay? Done? Shall we move on to second lesson? Yes children, now take page number 27. Okay? Take page number 27. And what is our chapter 2? My India, right? So do you remember what we have learned in this lesson? So first we have seen where India is located. Then we have seen what are the different neighboring countries of our country India, and then we have seen what are the different physical features of India and what are the political divisions of India, right? So physical features of India means we have seen what are the 6 different physical features, right? Like northern mountains, northern plains, Thar desert, the southern plateau, coastal plains, and about the islands, right? And then we have seen the political divisions. Political divisions means our 28 states and 8 union territories, right? So do you remember those things? Now shall we do this? Yes, now see. First, describe the location of India. So after learning this lesson, now do you know how to describe the location of India? So now if you know to do that by your own, put a tick on my own, or else put a tick on with help. Okay? Cross the other one. So if you can do by own, put tick on my own, or else if you need my help or your parents' help, then tick on with help. Okay? And then name the states and union territories of India. So now do you know what are the names of the states and union territories we have in India? If yes, put a tick on my own, and if not, put a tick on with help. Okay? So if you can do it by your own, put a tick on my own, and if you cannot do it by your own, and if you need others' help to know about the states and union territories of India, then put a tick on with the help. Okay? Done? Yes, now you know to do this I can section, right? Yes children, now this I can section from chapter 3, 4 and 5 is your homework. Okay? You have to do it by your own. Okay? So now see what is our chapter 3? It is about India physical features part 1. So we have learned about the physical feature of India in detail in chapter 3 and 4, right? So in chapter 3 it is part 1. In that we have learned about the northern mountains and the northern plains. Okay? So complete the I can section from this chapter 3. Okay? That is in page number 36. Okay? So I can for chapter 3 is on page number 36. And then in chapter 4, what we have learned? India physical features part 2. Do you remember what we have learned in this lesson? About the Thar desert, the peninsular plateau, the coastal plains and the islands, right? So now you have to read the I can section and you have to find whether you can understand about all these 4 things by your own or still you need someone's support. Okay? So that is on page number 46. That is your homework. And then the last lesson, chapter 5, what we have learned? Introducing the past, right? So in this lesson, introducing the past, what we have learned? We have seen about the meaning of history. Then we have learned about timeline and how to draw timeline, and also the different sources of history. And we have seen what are the different periods we have in history of India, right? So complete the I can section from this chapter 5 also. Okay? So this is in page number 55. Okay? So now I hope you know how to do this I can section, right? So every one of you should complete this I can section. Okay? I think it will take nearly only less than 5 minutes. Okay? So you should complete this I can section and you should send it to me. Okay? This will help me to know about your understanding, and this will help me to improve my teaching, and this will help me to give you revision on these 5 lessons. Okay? So this is a compulsory homework and I expect all of you to send this to me, okay? Complete this and don't forget to send the pic to me, okay? So, if you have any doubts in today's class, that means if you have any doubts in the answers for the test we have conducted in chapter 5, contact me, okay? Meet you in the next class. Thank you.